Early the next morning, a foreman from the garment factory herded Shin, Park, and some other prisoners up toward the mountain. They were set to work using axes to branch off log trees and stacking wood. It was cold and the wind was blowing, but it was very lucky of Shin and Park to be put on firewood duty, as it placed them within a stone's throw of the fence. Guards were patrolling the fence, but Shin noticed that there was lengthy intervals between patrols. The forearm was a prisoner, and therefore he had no weapons either. This meant that no one close could fire a weapon at Shin or Park. Shin and Park waited until dusk, when it would be more difficult for the guards to track them. They worked and waited until it was time. Shin and Park made their way to the fence, trimming trees on the way. No one seemed to notice them. Shin and Park were staring at the fence, telling themselves that they would be fine as long as they didn't touch the wires. Shin was surprised that he was not afraid, although he noticed Park was distracted. Once the guards went by Park spoke for the first time in a while.
I don't know if I can do this.
You have to. This is our last chance. It's our only chance.
Shin feared it would be months or years before they would have another opportunity like this one. He could not wait anymore.
Let's run.
Shin led the way until they got over to the fence, but he slipped and fell to his knees. Park got to the fence first. He fell to his knees and climbed through the fence. Seconds later, Shin saw sparks and the smell of burning flesh. Shin got to his feet, but it was too late. Park had stopped moving. The weight of Park's body pulled the fence down and left a small gap in the fence. Without hesitation, Shin crawled over Park's body, using it as an insulator. Shin was almost through the fence when his lower legs slipped off Park and came into contact with the fence. Shin had gotten severe burns that bled for weeks, but it would be a couple hours before he noticed his injuries. Shin ran and stumbled, getting as far from the fence as he could. He would not slow down for a couple hours.